Hello everyone, my name is Garrett Jackson. I posted recently a question asking if people on the Facebook user group used any type of third-party applications to track student goals. Um, of those, some people said they used Google Forms. Some people said listed a couple other things. A lot of people asked about what other people were doing, and this is something I'd been playing around with. So I thought I'd make a real quick tutorial to kind of show you what I was doing and get some feedback from y'all about this. So um, if you're not familiar with Google Forms, there's lots of YouTube videos out there that shows you how. I like Google Forms. I use it for a variety of different things. I use it for teacher contact with other teachers. We send out in my particular school surveys to our teachers about our students before IEP meetings. Um, and we get a lot of feedback that way, and it's really allowed us to get a lot of data. And so let me just pull up a form I kind of put together. So I have a fictitious student here named John Smith. Okay, and I'm going to pretend for a second that John Smith's 2017 IEP goals, and I've named it that so if I follow him through multiple years, I know which goals we're talking about. And so I've listed a number of goals that I'm going to talk about in his IEP, and I'm going to start off with transition goals here because these are the easiest ones for me to answer. John will register to vote on his 18th birthday, and so if he's done that, I can mark yes. If he hasn't, it marks no. And since the nice thing about Google Forms, it timestamps, it gives me of when that was completed, or at least when it was inputted. John will take the ASVAB. John will take the ACT. John will get a driver's license. And on the ACT, it's really simple. You can just click yes here, click no here. And there's a variety of things that we can do also to, once we have yes, we can do other where we can put the scores in or something like that. But most likely that information is going to be captured on the IEP itself. And if we're trying to send a progress report home to a parent, we may not have the scores, but we know you've taken the test, which is the important thing for the goal is that he takes the ACT. Of course, we want him to do well. John will get a driver's license. Again, another important transition goal. And then we get to a couple academic goals. Now, I have created over the last few years a goal bank of go-to goals for a lot of things. And I've pulled these from my goal bank. This is what I have found to be helpful. If you don't have a goal bank, there's a lot of different things out there you can do. But these are some goals that I have found that have been very helpful for me writing IEPs. First goal is by applying language arts skills of reading, writing, and verbal communications, the student will complete English 1 Common Core activities in language arts, literature, and communications with a 70% accuracy in 4 out of 5 trials. And so I really want to put right here a short answer because I'm going to put the percentage that he's got on there, how close to getting that complete, or if I need to put some information here and type it out. It's not going to be simply a yes/no question, so I want to have a field here that I can type in. So I could type 70% or whatever, and then I can apply reading comprehension. The next goal is by applying reading comprehension, process, literacy, and math skills, the student will complete activities in earth science to observe, measure, classify, experiment, interpret, communicate, model, and inquire about such diverse topics as geology, meteorology, astronomy, and oceanography with 70% accuracy in 4 out of 5 trials. And so this is how I would do goals for one particular student. And all I would do at this point is I could preview it. And when I log in to do my goals, it pops up. So let me we can do a few other things. We can change the color here, and we can make it nice. I can put a picture if I want. I don't know if I'm going to put a picture. I might, but I can put a little theme. It's just mainly for me because I'm the one seeing it. Here's a nice little book theme we can do. And loading the theme. There we go. And so we can go to the settings. I can edit after submit, see summary, charts and text, presentation. I can collect email address. That shows that I've logged in as who's done it, so I can see who's updated the goal. Let's say one of my special ed teachers, I'm out for some reason, updates my goal. I can see who goes in and does that because I can share that. I have a really good relationship with my fellow special ed teachers. So I'm going to save this right here like that. Over here we got responses. I'll get to that in just a second. And so I'm going to, let's see, I can make a written copy. I think what I'm going to do is just going to go ahead and do send. I'm going to send it to myself, okay? And I can share in different ways, but I'm going to send it to myself, and I'm going to email it myself. I haven't quite figured out how to do it so it sends it on a schedule where I get the emails and I just go through the emails, but let's do this. This is email. This is my personal email, and let's go with John Smith, Q4 goals, and I'm going to click send. Okay, and so I can go over here to my Gmail account, Gmail, and it'd probably help if I would type it in correctly. Computers, don't you love them? Okay, and it logs me in, and the first thing I'm going to see is right here at the top. It's got a John Smith, okay, and I can fill out the form in Google Forms. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it out in Google Forms. Takes me right there. Ask me for my email address, so I'm going to put my email again. Okay, and so some of this information I'm going to have right away. So I'm going to ask John, hey, have you turned 18 yet? And if he answers no, and in this case we're going to pretend no, we're going to say no, he has not. He has not registered to vote. John will take the ASVAB. Well, I would know when testing is for the ASVAB, and I can go find out whether or not he took the ASVAB here at the high school I teach at. And yes, he did. John will take the ACT. No, he has not. In fact, in our particular instance, John is a little nervous about taking the ACT. John will get a driver's license. No, he sure won't. And then we get to the grades, okay? And so right now we're talking about this, okay? So here's how we're doing. So what I do is I look at what his grades are. I ask the teachers, hey, how are my kids doing? And I ask them, are they, about 4 out of 5? Are they scoring at least a 70 or better? And if they are, what I'll do is I'll put in the grade. So let's say he's making an 84 in the class, and that's what I'll put in. 84% in the class with no missing work. Okay, so I'll put that in. Then I have right here, I'll ask the earth science or whatever class it might be, in this case earth science, how's he doing? Well, he's not doing so much well in this class. Let's say he's making 53% with 7 missing assignments and 4 zeros. And I click submit. And so that sends it to. Now let's say I come back and I need to do another progress report. I'm trying to get data for the year. Come back in, I'm going to do the same thing. I got to fill out my email address. And the email address thing, if your school uses Google, it could be really a cool thing to use, because then you can actually tie everything to a Google account, so that you only can log in from Google, your Google account, and it has to be your school Google account. John will register to vote for his 18. No, he's not 18 yet. Yes, he took the ASVAB, and since then we've taken the ACT, and he's got a driver's license. Right now, last time, I don't remember what his grade is, but he's kind of slipping. He's making a 78% with, let's say, missing 2 exams and 4 unexcused tardies. Okay, and make it a little easier. Same thing here, except for he's brought his grade up, so we're going to say he's making a 90% now, because the last progress report, Mom got on his butt about it, and I can just put 90% currently in the class. And I click submit. And so now I have responses. So here's what I can look at. I can look at the graph and the data here. Okay, so I can see some changes. Okay, this really doesn't mean much right now. Okay, but what it does mean is I can start looking at things. So I can see right here 84%, 78%. He's gone down. Okay, same thing. 53, 7 missing assignments, 90 currently in the class. Okay, so I can go here to my responses and look, and I can even pull up the questions again and take a look at them if I want. Or I can come over here and go to create spreadsheet. And I'm going to create a new spreadsheet, or I could go to an existing spreadsheet. Makes no difference, and I can go create spreadsheet. And I always allow this. Done. So let's go to spreadsheet, and now it's going to pop up with a spreadsheet with this information. So now I can see time stamped when things happen, who did it, okay, that sort of thing, you know, what's other information. There's a lot of things in here I can put in. Okay, there's ways we can tweak this, and I'll save this for right now, or I'll say this for right now. What I have done that has been helpful in the past is use a mail merge feature. And you can go up here to add-ons and you can get an add-on, and I'll show you which one. Let's see, what's it called? Mail merge. Let's see. Autocrat. That's the one I use, and it's pretty good. I like it, and I'm going to allow it to enter. And there's a lot of things you can do with Autocrat, and I will do another video in the near future on how to do that. But essentially what I do is I just create a form on Docs of how I want to look, and I just basically set up little things and pull the information over. So you just do a new merge job. We're going to call this merge job IEP goals. Click next, and it walks you right through. So let's create an example. Generating example template, and you can edit this, I think, within Autocrat. I set these up once, and they just work flawlessly. So Autocrat demo template. So we're going to open it up in this. So here we have special tags today. Now, welcome to Autocrat. So I'm going to say, you know, 2017 IEP goal. You know what we call this, progress report. Okay, and then you have URLs that you can use and all that, image description, stuff like that. Works really easy. So special tag here, and I'll just do this, you know, dear Mr. Smith. And I can already tell you that there's some things you'd want to tweak with the form we created. Thank you. This is to update you on your son's progress on his IEP goals. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Okay, and I'll leave that in here because I'll run one here real quick. But we're going to say goal one. Okay, so we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the way you have to do it, you have to set up a template for each particular kid. And the reason for that You can have a blank one and just copy it for each one. The reason for that is the goals are going to be individualized. So I have to go back over here to my goals, click save. Because you're going to want the information to go, it's going to be individualized. So I'm going to save this file, and it should save already. Come over here. So we're going to create a job. Come over here. So standard. Okay, we're going to map. Okay. Form responses 1. Okay, so we're going to map. I want a timestamp. I want a 18th birthday, ASVAB, ACT. I want to go driver's license. I want to go these get kind of long, okay, and then we're going to click next. I'm leaving one out here because I've used one of my goals over here for a timestamp. I just forgot about that. You just click next and you're going to click next again, and we're going to do the output as a PDF. Single document, page breaks between data rows. No, you can put yes. It makes, you can do that. That's fine, but doesn't really matter, because once you do the page breaks between data rows, that creates a new page every time you do it, which might be nice. You can do it, or you can do it like this. And the key is to choose folder. I'm going to put this just right here at the very top. Okay, AutoCorrect demo, that'll work. And click next. Dynamic photo reference, we don't necessarily need that. There's all kinds of different things. Set conditions, I've done that before, but you don't have to. And then share document, yes. I can put collaborators. This is where I can email the parent directly, and I'm click next. Run on trigger, no. Run on time trigger, no. And click save. You have unmapped tags, okay. Image URL. Let's find an image real quick. Twitter. PNG. And I'm just showing you real quick. View image. Cloud Lab, link label, that's fine. Let's just do this. I'm going to put timestamps in here just to make it flow right. Next, 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 next. Save. And it should run really quick. Okay, existing job. We're going to click play. Running job, AutoCorrect demo job. Merge sequence started. And again, any solution that I have, it's going to take time. So let's go back to my drive right here. Go over here to my drive, AutoCorrect demo folder, demo merge job run, tells me all that. And see right here, it's got the timestamp like we said, the answers to the questions, okay, 84% in the class missing, no work, okay, and right here it says current date, time, and we filled in this, and it basically fills this in for the two. So we probably do need a page break there. But yeah, that's how you can have it generate. It takes a little bit of setup work to begin with, but once you have it set up, um, it should run really quick. So that's what I'm doing. If anybody has any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Let me know, and I will look forward to any feedback. So thank you very much, and y'all have a great night. Hey, be sure to follow me on Twitter at gjackson01.